Life is lessons turned to blessings.
Life is.
All of the drama, the decompression.
Life is.
Life's a journey with turns and twists.
Life is.
The experiences you journey with.
Life is.
Enduring those storms to make you stronger.
Life is.
Life is the reason you hold on longer.
Life is.
Life is a trip wherever you take it.
Life is.
Life in short is whatever you make it.
Life is. Life is. Life is. Life is. Hi everyone.
What's happening?
What's going on?
Hey,
It's Tuesday again.
all over again.
And guess what?
Don't tell them. You gonna tell them? Go ahead and tell them.
It's raining.
Again. Every time we do the show, I don't know what it is, man. It rains outside every week.
Don't know why.
Every
It
week.
does.
It's insane.
It's insane.
You know, I don't know. And I got to tell them, you know, and so today I felt really good. And I pulled my motorcycle out of the garage, and it's really nice and it's hot. And I'm excited, right? And I get out on the road and I'm riding. And then out of nowhere, the sky gets real dark, and next thing I know, it's raining all over the place. So needless to say, I got caught on I-69 behind a real big truck. And I don't know if this truck knew I was behind him and just decided to run across every puddle of water that he could find. But he hit everything. I'm spitting water out like I had when it was horrible. That's my story. Don't tell nobody else that y'all heard that day. You understand? Don't tell nobody else. I'm gonna find you. Don't tell nobody.
So, if you in a truck and you see him, I'm just kidding. Do not.
Don't you do
Lord.
it.
Don't do it.
Don't listen to her.
I'm just joking. Do not do it. That's not nice.
At all.
That's not nice. That's road rage.
See my face, man.
We're trying to end that.
Don't do that.
Love, peace. That's what we're trying to promote here. Guys, today I have experienced some situations today, and you know what? At first I was going to get into it. I don't even want to get into it right now because I am so excited about our guest. I'm so excited that she took her time to come and grace us with her beautiful presence.
It's wonderful, and I had the honor of being able to read just some excerpts here about our guest. I mean, this is really great to even be able to just begin to know the individual that I had an opportunity to speak with briefly. And I'm gonna tell you, just from the little bit of time I spent with her, she is an awesome spirit. So here's what I do know about the guest. Tanya Parrish, she's a natural servant leader with a background that ranges from military war veteran to educator, as well as earning her master's in science degree in psychology from Martin University, Indianapolis, Indiana. Throw your hands up. She's certain that her love for helping others was bequeathed by her paternal grandmother, as well as those who played and continue to play a major role in her life. Family, friends, surrogate mothers, sent by God, amen, to help her navigate through the often brutal terrain of life. When she's now looking for ways to improve and assist others through education, empowerment, and experience, this treasured mother and grandmother can be found enjoying and spending time with her children and grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please put your hands together. Tanya, come on in. Come on, girl.
Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you, sweetheart.
So glad to be here. Bless you.
Absolutely.
Bless you too. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you for
that
coming.
beautiful intro.
Yes.
I'm honored to be here.
Honored to have
Thank
you.
you so much. Yes.
So how's your day going?
My day's been pretty good. I really can't complain. Just, you know, multitasking as we often do, especially as women. And trying to do self-care and rest a little bit.
Yeah, that's very important. Self-care,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So, our favorite question of the show: what is life to you?
Bam.
Wow, life to me. Because I am a different kind of person, I examined and rolled the question over in my head, and to explain what life is for me, I took the time to break it down into seasons, different seasons of my life, and not necessarily chronological, but through experiences. For instance, my season as a child was great. I had a great, loving childhood. There were also traumas. You know, I am a survivor of childhood sexual molestation and abuse. But even in that, I had a lot of love and an avenue for healing
Yes.
because of that love.
Yes.
And that started with my grandmother and also my paternal aunts and uncles.
Yes.
I came from a place where they simply just loved children.
Beautiful.
My grandmother, my father was the oldest of 12.
Wow.
Wow.
And so, so there were, you know, and by the time you have 12, 11 kids, you know, multiply and exponentially.
Yes. That's a lot of experience.
A whole lot of experience.
You know, and spread joy throughout the nation.
Yes.
You have a lot of cousins.
Mhm.
And so we grew up as cousins. My grandmother was a widow, and so she became the family caretaker for children. And there was always a minimum of probably 16 to 18 children
Whoa.
every
Wow.
day.
She had to have
Every
patience.
every day.
Good grief.
And we spent the night. So I don't know if this generation is familiar with pallets,
Probably not.
but it was
Right.
on. It was on. And we had a ball. We just, and we were raised to be close as
That's right.
cousins.
That's how it's supposed
And
to be.
even now, my junior high, growing up, middle school years were awkward. I have been the same height since 7th grade.
What?
So if
So
you don't mind me asking, how
Yes.
tall are you?
well, technically I'm 5'8", but
Wow.
I think I'm shrinking.
No.
Like on one side, my hip,
One side.
my hip is you know, like
Shrinking
a
on
quarter of
one
an inch. Yeah, it's just leaning.
Okay.
That bad leg I was telling you
Yes,
about.
That's all right. Put some
So,
stilts in there.
but-
We gonna pump it back up.
That's right.
Technically 5'8", but you know, give or take, I could be close to 5'9".
Okay.
But you know, as I was saying, I've been this height since 7th grade, and you know, the 7th grade boys at that time, they were like still like 4, 11,
Yes.
and their voices were still squeaky. And so, yeah, you weren't getting asked to the sweetheart dance; it just wasn't happening. So, just no.
Yeah.
So as I, you know, ventured on toward, I was born in Marion, Indiana.
Okay.
The summer of my transitioning into high school, we moved to Lafayette, Indiana.
Okay.
Had never heard of the place. It was a culture shock
Oh, yeah.
for my entire family.
So what
But
type of culture shock was it?
well, it was a culture shock in that it was highly Caucasian.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's a word I make
Okay.
up words. And we didn't see anyone
Mhm.
that looked like us
Right.
for a long time.
Mhm.
Wow.
And my sister, may she continue to rest in peace. She literally stopped a girl on a bike and said, "Hey, where are all the black people?" And I said, "Oh my God, you can't do that." Yes, she did.
Hey.
Wow.
She is. I am. My parents and my siblings are deceased, so it's just me.
Okay.
Well, I do have a sister that's in Arizona, but that's another story. Love her dearly.
Love you, Billy.
Really love you.
So that transition was awkward because of the dynamics in which we had to relocate. That was tough. That was tough because there were some sexual advances from the man that we lived with. We'd only met the man twice.
Oh, wow.
But
Was
the
it
long and
against-
short,
It was against you, or
it was against me.
Okay,
It was
that's
against
where-
me.
Mhm.
And my sister politely came in the house and punched him in the stomach. It was just violence. And the long and short of it is that we finally got settled.
Mhm.
And I was able to concentrate on school,
Yes.
concentrate on choir, which I loved. I come from a musical family.
Okay. Can you sing?
Yes, I can.
Ooh.
Yes, I can. I love singing. And also, there was a turning point of devastation in my life. My mother, thank God we were able to reconcile and forgive before she passed away. She left me at 16, and that's where I experienced my first rape.
Oh.
She left you.
She
where?
left
Like.
Lafayette in hopes of looking for a better life.
Mhm.
Married my stepfather, and was supposed to come back and get us, and that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't know that she also was going through trauma.
Oh, yeah.
So, the long and short is that I ended up living with my sister just over me, just a few years older. And it turned out to be, you know, a great experience, because I lost myself in my academics and in choir.
Yes.
And in music, it was an
Yes.
escapism for me.
Mhm.
Also, the church choir.
Yes.
Okay.
So
yes.
just music all around.
Mhm.
Also, I, you know, at that season of being in high school and you're about to graduate, the recruiters start coming
Yes.
Yes, they
to
do.
high
Yes.
school.
Yes, they do.
And they sell you this dream, and I'm like, oh, sure, I can do that. Just as green as a blade of grass.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
They were like, we got us one.
Exactly.
So they met that quota. I made that quota for them.
That's right.
Excuse me. And so, yes, I began to come to the MEP station in Indianapolis, and, you know, that whole thing of getting, you know, the test and everything. So long and short, I end up in Fort Dix, New Jersey,
Ooh.
I joined in the military. Just,
What was your MOS?
my MOS was 31 kilo,
Which is?
which is combat signaler. Now, I'm going to tell you how deceitful these people were.
Oh.
Combat signaler is basically someone, you run wire, you run cable, you hump cable, you operate switchboard, repair it, radio, you climb poles.
Oh.
So in my naive little 18-year-old mind, when they said combat signaler, I thought I was going to be at the airport with the fluorescent pole.
Ah, nice.
Come on and bring in the plane.
Yes.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, no. Look, no, we got plans for you.
Right.
Not at all.
Wow.
And when they said we're going to the field, no, excuse me.
Right.
That's not what I signed up for. No.
Tell it.
I got dropped so much with push-ups. It was ridiculous because I was nervous, and so I always smiled like this.
They were like, what are you
Uh-huh.
smiling at?
Yep,
laughing at?
yep, exactly. Uh-huh.
You was good on that PT test, huh?
Oh my goodness,
Pumping them
maxed
out.
them out, pumping them out. You know, just my naivete got me in so much trouble because a lot of the young girls or the women that were in my platoon or in my section, these were adult women.
Mm.
They had children. They were joining to take care of their children.
Oh, wow.
They were in their 30s,
Oh.
you know, late 20s.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so I was fresh out of high school, and so they're saying, you don't have any children? No.
No.
Right. It's possible.
No. But I learned a lot. I was able to allay a lot of my fears
Mm-hmm.
by learning and watching them.
Mm-hmm.
But I joined the military to escape from sexual abuse.
Mhm.
And it's been quite a journey. I went through a lot. I am a survivor of military sexual trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
I
Great.
have, and we need to
Yes.
really understand that particular entity has so many layers, and they're still not being addressed properly.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want young ladies to know that you can overcome it. You can adjust.
Mhm.
You can have a happy life.
Yes.
And you take whatever help is available.
Mm-hmm.
There's no stigma in whatever type of help you received, especially if you qualify for help from the Veterans Administration.
That's right.
Yes.
Take the counseling,
Mm-hmm.
take the medication, do what it is to improve your quality of life.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, it's you, and when it's just you, you're the only one that's always there.
Yes.
That's right.
So I greatly encourage. I don't know anyone else's spiritual or family dynamic,
Mm-hmm.
but I had to tell people I need all the elements that keep me whole.
Yes.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I need my Bible, I
Mhm.
need my medication, my therapist, my psychiatrist,
Mhm.
and I need a prayer. And I had a lady tell me once, you know, that's really not what that is. You have a demon.
What? Oh my goodness.
I said, ma'am, I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Right.
But if I don't take my medication, you're going to see all 47 of them. I promise you will.
She had it down to a number.
Right.
47.
Oh my goodness.
What is your name?
Oh.
Legion, for we are many.
That's a good one.
So I have a question. So when
Yes,
you was
ma'am.
experiencing your sexual trauma in the military, what did they do to
Oh, my
assist you?
Well, the first time that I experienced it, I was in basic training. And you know, trauma and terror, the worst words you can hear in basic training is, you're going to repeat this cycle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
And
definitely.
because you want to get out of there, you want to
Mhm.
graduate. So there was a drill sergeant that made advances from it. Although there was no intercourse, there was oral copulation.
Mhm.
And I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm going to jail, I'm going to hell. And now my drill sergeant, even though he did what he was supposed to do, he was an amazing, moral,
Mm-hmm.
wonderful man.
Awesome.
Yes.
But when he had, you know, CQ, he's off the next day.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
So we were dead meat.
Mm-hmm.
When I walked around Fort Dix, New Jersey, with a yeast infection for almost a month,
Oh my.
Oh my
on fire.
Oh.
I didn't know what was wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
It was awful. I was on fire. I was red raw. And my friend, my buddy, you have a buddy,
Yeah.
she
you
said,
got a
oh
buddy.
my God, Weatherly, we have to get you to the doctor.
Yes.
Right.
And I'll never forget, it was a black obstetrician and gynecologist. He was just like, his eyes started watering up
Mm-mm.
because I didn't know.
Yes.
Right.
And then my second survival with military sexual trauma was the hardest. I was in the desert. As he stated, I am a military war veteran. I'm a Gulf War veteran.
Thank you for your service.
And I had taken it upon myself to wander to a new company because my company, everyone had taken wives for those 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
You know, even though they had
Mhm.
wives at home.
Yes.
You know, you're going to be my woman
Right.
while we're here.
Mm-hmm.
So I ran. I said, I don't have time for this, because they were like, excuse me, yes I am. Get out my face.
Yes.
Mhm.
But I call it running from the fire pan into the fire.
Mm.
And she was really nice. They were, I think they were from not St. Louis, somewhere in the Midwest. But anyway, they were attached to another unit, just as we were.
Mm-hmm.
We were attached to 24th ID out of
Mhm.
Fort Stewart, Georgia. And we got over there, my girlfriend, and, we were playing spades, playing cards. You know how we
Yeah,
do.
hanging out.
Somebody has slipped, some Hennessy into some, thermal underwear.
Yeah,
As you know,
yes.
it's a dry country then.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we're drinking, we're playing spades, and I saw this strange look on her face. And she was like, well, I'm going to go.
Mm-mm.
And I didn't find out till years later that it was a setup. But
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't wear things around my neck. I don't wear necklaces. I don't like turtlenecks, because that's how I was choked.
Mm.
And I have an issue with people grabbing me from behind, because that's how I was raped, from behind. And I went into the CP tent and got two of my military brothers,
Yes.
and we went to the first sergeant, and his response was, at that time my name was Williams, Sergeant Williams, I'm really sorry that happened to you, but they probably already jumped, and jumped meaning relocate. They probably already jumped, and there's nothing I can do about it. And if you two, talking to my military brothers, and if you two go after him, I'm gonna court-martial you.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
So I reverted back to what I knew.
Mm-hmm.
As a child, I was always good at keeping secrets.
Mm-hmm.
As a teenager, I was always great at keeping secrets.
Mhm.
And as a young adult, I was always good at keeping secrets, so this wasn't different.
Yes.
Right.
So as they say in the military, drop 2 tears in a bucket and F it.
Mm-hmm.
And then this wall of ice
Came up.
and it stayed there.
Wow.
At that time, I was married with 2 small children.
Mhm.
I just completely stopped communicating, writing home,
My goodness.
nothing. And I, like other experiences, in my life, you push it back because
Yeah.
it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It didn't
Yes.
happen.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't happen. You block
That's
it
right.
out, or
Mhm.
you're not going to think about it.
That's
Right.
But see, the thing with that is, it doesn't go away
That's
until
right.
you address it.
That's right.
And the other, the other extreme of that is it can manifest itself in the most unlikely places.
Right.
Mhm.
Many a day I've left a cart full of groceries
Mm-hmm.
because someone behind me is extremely irritating, and I'm saying, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I have to leave the area
Yeah.
because I know I have rage issues. So there's literally a grocery cart stacked to the top full of groceries. I'll just push it and go on about my
Mhm.
business
Wow.
because I had not yet acquired the skills
Yes.
to
Deal with
That's
it.
right.
deal with it,
Yeah.
to back off, to self-talk, and all these
Mhm.
different tools that they
Yes.
give you.
Mm-hmm.
But today, and that's why I use the term survivor, because I'm not a victim
Right.
to anyone,
That's right.
Nope.
no one.
Mm-mm.
And I want to encourage not only young ladies, but men too.
Exactly.
I think
Yeah.
that
Yes.
there's a strong misconception that men don't go through military sexual trauma.
That's right.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
And I've often heard men, oh, I wish a man would try to, but if you have 5 men holding you
Yes.
down, you're not going anywhere.
And they're going to be so embarrassed they're not
yes.
going to say anything.
Right.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. And so that too needs to be addressed. And I'm so thankful that there was a group put in place. I call her my military mother, Miss Laura Malone. She's retired. And I'm still in her life, and she in mine, but just a great well of wisdom.
Mhm.
And I still have my days,
Yes.
Mhm.
like anyone
Yes.
else.
Mhm.
But I push myself to stay out of that
Mhm.
because I call it poison. I don't want that poison in my system now. I have my days.
Yeah.
I'm usually, how can I put this tenderly? Let's just say I never leave my house without my American Express.
What does
I read
mean?
that.
What does that mean?
I read that one. You can tell it what it means. I know what you're saying.
Various forms of protection.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know what she was. I knew that right out the gate. As soon as she said that, that's
Okay.
I understood.
Oh.
It was logic. Got it.
I just heard of it put that way, so.
Yeah, me neither. It was the first, but it was very well put.
In closing, if I may, I would like to also let those people out there know and understand that you're not going through this alone. I don't care how well you try to hide it. It affects your spouse.
It does.
It affects your
It
children.
does.
It affects your vocation.
Yep.
It even affects your religious standing, as it were.
Mhm.
And those are many of the reasons to seek help and to seek different ways of help, because it's not a cookie cutter answer. It's not a cookie cutter,
That's right.
evaluation.
That's right.
Because you have things that you're either happened in the military or in your life, or the military exacerbated it
Yes.
as you joined.
Right.
And that strong wall of silence is still there
Mhm.
in a patriarchal, male-dominated
Right. Right.
organization. It's still very much strong and alive.
Mhm. Yes, it is.
But I am so thankful. I'm a mother of 6 and a grandmother of 6. And I am
Congratulations.
so blessed to be able to look at them and commune with them and laugh with them. I tell people all the time, my grandchildren bring their own sunshine with them.
Oh, yes.
They are. They
Yes.
are. But I want to thank you for this opportunity, because Secrets need voices and legs.
I like that.
Yes.
Secrets need secrets need voices and legs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the man hiding in the alley with the trench coat on,
Right.
as we all know.
Right.
It's usually a family member,
Somebody you know.
someone close to the
That's
family.
right. That's
It
right.
can be clergy.
That's right.
It can be a teacher, a coach,
Yes.
the most pious of people,
Yes.
because we're all human.
Right.
Yes.
And I would just implore everyone, no matter where you are in this stage, please get help. It will improve your quality of life,
Definitely.
as my children can attest to. Mom's off her meds today.
Leave her alone.
Or
We'll see you tomorrow.
I have a beautiful niece. She'll be graduating this Saturday with her master's degree, and she'll call me, "Hello, Aunt Tanya, how are you?" And I'll say, "This isn't a good mental health day." Okay, bye. That's it.
Hey,
No issues.
at least they know.
That's it, right. Shut it down before it
My
begins.
sons and my daughters will call, "Hi, Mom, how's it going?" It's not a good day. Okay, talk to you later.
That's right.
We're not venturing over there.
Right.
Here
And
if
that's
you
fine.
need- it's like one of those here if you need me type situations.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not here if you need me.
It
I
was
says, no, that's me,
dire
that would be me
Oh,
talking to you. That's them talking to you. That's me saying, you need me. Go on. That's it.
You better be in dire need to call me. I'm not playing. I'm just not today.
Right.
And I shut it down. But you know, the thing that I used to beg for God to close up this hole in my heart.
Mm.
It would never close.
Mhm.
And it was a hole for love.
Yep.
I mean, any type of love.
Right.
You know, familial, phileo,
Mhm.
eros, agape,
Yes.
whatever you want to talk
Yes.
Laugh about it. Look at this.
And he would not, and I became very angry for
Mm.
years.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I'm saying, Lord, you saw the trauma that I went through. Why would you leave this open?
Right.
And then he answered my prayer.
There it is.
Mhm.
And
What did he tell you?
just saying, I just have a nice person, friend that I like. Yes, so yeah.
Okay. Well, what did?
But God let me know that it's possible. But
Yeah.
also that hole is there for him,
Mhm.
for him to dwell
Yes.
until there's someone found suitable.
Yes.
And that's why that hole was left there, because it was to be filled up with him.
Yes.
Mm.
And he's the only one that can feel
He's
it.
the only
That's
one
what I was
that
waiting on right
can
there.
feel me,
That's right.
talks to me,
Mm-hmm.
comforts me.
Yes.
Oh, now am I without sin? Oh no.
Yep. He.
I'll raise my hand.
I'm raising my hand
I'm
too.
first-
I definitely have both.
I'm
of mine.
first
Never
in
knew
line. I'm the first in line.
Yes.
But you know what I know is that every time I come to him,
Mhm.
he's faithful.
That's
Yes.
right. And always on
He
time.
forgives me, and guess what? He forgives you. So
Mhm.
stop going around trying to find dirt on people
Mhm.
so that you can dig up and hold folks an emotional ransom.
Oh my goodness.
Emotional
Say it
ransom.
again.
I like
Yes.
that. That right
And
there.
Yes.
just praise God that He
Mhm.
has not ripped the cover off of your stuff
Yes.
There it is.
Woo.
and laid it all bare.
Mm.
Because
Not
grace and mercy works for all of us.
All the time.
How is it you're forgiven and I'm not?
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Stop that. And I
Yes.
want to tell you also, to the flip side of that, if you're that person that has the shovel and you're out investigating to find something out on the person that's denigrating your name, stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not forgiveness either.
That's right.
That's just as much a bitter root as the person who's doing it to you.
Right.
Stop it.
Right.
It's going to cost you
Yes.
your health,
Mm-hmm.
your physical health, your mental health,
Mhm.
financially. You're going to make wrong decisions because you don't think straight. Stop it. In Jesus' name, please stop that. You're choking off the rest of your life.
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
That's right.
That is awesome. That was
It's
beautiful
the
and
truth.
well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
Extremely.
I mean, you hit all kind of nerves right there. Just yep, that check,
Checked all the boxes.
check.
Yeah, she checked all the boxes.
Yes.
Definitely did that.
We have to be real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I believe it was about 20 years ago, 1 in 3 children was being molested.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's 1 in 2.
Yeah.
Not you, but you. Not you, but you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But what are we talking about? Yes, I see what's going on with politics, and I see what's going on in Ukraine. But we have children right here in our city, right here in our homes, in our next door neighbors. We don't even know if they're eating.
Yes.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's right.
It is your business.
Mm-hmm. It is.
They say it takes a village.
I wish the village would get back
It
together.
It would be nice.
It takes a village, but the village don't want you touching their children.
It's changed.
And that's
the
another
dynamic.
show.
Yeah,
That's
that's a whole nother show.
Oh, yes,
That's a
definitely.
deep. That's very
Yes,
deep
you
topic
can't even
there.
talk to
Oh,
someone
no.
else's kid. You said, what you talking to my kid for?
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
Yeah, so,
Mhm.
but all we can do is pray and intercede, because that's all I know to do.
That's
Right.
it. That's
I
it.
know.
Mhm.
I don't have any great formula.
Yeah. Right.
I want to tell you, whoever's listening, you are forgiven. Start your life anew. Every time you wake up,
Yes.
it's a new set of 24 hours
That's right.
Mhm.
to see what you're going to do with them.
That's right. Absolutely.
It's a new mercy every day. Don't let anyone browbeat you and make you feel guilty. Get up, shake it off, and keep it moving.
That's right.
Amen.
Say
Yes,
it.
ma'am. My sister.
Yes.
And my
Yes.
brother.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. This has been a
Thank
very, you are more than welcome.
Oh,
but
no, thank
the
you.
pleasure is ours
Oh, definitely
to
that.
listen and learn.
Definitely
You
that.
know, you gave us different perspectives on things.
Mhm.
And it's just, it's
Yeah.
awesome. It's nuggets
Yeah.
that you can
And
put in
that's
your
all
pocket and get out later and say, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Okay.
And apply it to your life.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And you know, everyone is going through something,
yes.
and there is a way out.
Yes.
Believe me, I know. We know.
We
There
know.
is a way out of this situation. You just got to stop rearranging the picture and just go ahead and do what you need to do and stop being afraid,
Right.
because he's going to
Let
be there
it
to catch
go.
you.
We've covered a lot of ground. I mean, this has been tremendous. And there's a couple of things I just want to piggyback and kind of go back to bring us
Yeah.
back forward so everybody can know. We said some key things in here. One, you're not by yourself.
You are not.
You're not alone. And here's the good news. This show with the love from Keish was put together
Yes.
just for you.
Yes.
So now you can have a voice. You can be heard.
Yes.
And your story, how you came out of it, can make a difference for somebody else that's on the other side that's listening. Number two, a couple other things. Listen, if you are in any kind of a situation, you can definitely get help. So what I want you to do is just know, find a phone number, talk to a friend, get a way that you can talk to somebody who you know can give you the help you need. For the people who are in the military, going through MST,
Yes.
make sure that you reach out to somebody in that situation as well, somebody who can help you there as well, because again, you're not in it by yourself. For us
No.
veterans,
Yes.
you have the Department of Veteran Affairs. I work for a law firm. We help a lot of people that go through that situation. So I just want you guys to know that we are here to
Yes,
listen and we are here to help. So if you have any questions, definitely reach out to Keish, reach out to myself,
Yes.
and
Yes.
ask us how can you begin the journey of healing.
Right.
But
Absolutely.
please, you talked about prayer. You
Yes.
talked about that void needing to be filled up by God, because that is what He's here for.
Absolutely.
Everything that we go through, because everybody on this panel has gone through something, and the same thing that you said is the same thing I'm going to reiterate. When we go through what we go through, He isn't punishing you. It's not something that you're meant to hold on to.
Yes.
You surviving that situation because somebody somewhere along your journey is going to need you to help them out of that situation. And can nobody tell that story like you can tell that
Right.
story?
Absolutely.
So I want you to keep that in mind and just know how much we love you, and
Yes.
you just have no idea. I got goosebumps. I really thoroughly
Give God the
enjoyed
credit
listening
for
to
that.
Yes. Yes.
Sincerely.
Give God the credit for that.
Mhm.
you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But I have felt loved, and you guys are my new family.
Yes,
Absolutely.
definitely. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So thank you. You know, I appreciate them humbly. Just in a vein of gratitude, because there's so much about my life that many don't know,
Mhm.
and so and that's what everyone.
Yeah.
They just assume that they know.
Mhm.
Right.
I have no idea how God has how far He's brought you.
Mhm.
Right.
And I also want to say in closing, an older lady told me when I was trying to decide if I was going to go back to an old love interest,
Mhm.
and she said, you know, that I have the most beautiful pair of shoes, brand new, but I keep them in the back of the closet.
Hmm.
And she said, I would ask myself, why don't you ever wear those shoes? They're beautiful.
Mhm.
So she took them down from the closet, took them out of the box, and put those beautiful shoes on. And she said, now I remember, they hurt my feet.
Oh.
Yes.
On that note, you just need to drop the mic on that one.
Right. That was, yes. Yes.
There's nothing to be said after that.
Yes.
With
Ladies.
that, yes.
That was perfect.
Ladies, fellas, if the shoes hurting your feet,
Yes. Let
get
it,
rid of them.
let it go.
Let it
Let it
go.
Let it go.
Let it
Don't care how
go.
beautiful they look.
Mm.
Yep.
Mm.
Coins hurt too. Coins hurt.
Let that resonate for a minute.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes,
mm,
Why
mm,
are these
mm.
still in the back of the
That was
closet?
deep.
That was
deep.
really deep.
Yes.
Metaphorically speaking, that was doozy. Wow.